We are awaiting news as to whether Foreign Minister Penny Wong will meet with her Chinese counterpart on the sidelines at the G20 Foreign Ministers meeting in Bali today. The US Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, has already confirmed a meeting with Wang Yi will go ahead. Penny Wong has welcomed that development, but notes her meeting with China's Foreign Minister is still up in the air.
If we want greater stability in this world, we would want the two great powers to engage closely, notwithstanding the differences. We would want engagement between the US and China, which occurs.
We've certainly seen some interesting re-engagement between the Australian and Chinese governments since the election of the Albanese government. Richard Marles secured a meeting with the Defence Minister of China. Labor's National Secretary, Paul Erickson, met the Chinese ambassador, as did the former Prime Minister, Paul Keating. Well, former Foreign Minister Bob Carr revealed on the program yesterday that he had had meetings with the ambassador and he had actually pressed the cases of Cheng Lei and Yang Hengjun, the detained.
Well, you raise those cases. I've raised them at every meeting I've had with a senior Chinese diplomat. You raise those cases diplomatically. It's probably better not to elevate them in the media. I say probably better because there might come an occasion to do that. But you press with the Chinese the need for an improvement in the conditions that apply to their incarceration, and you press them for their release. You do it diplomatically. I've had 2 meetings with this Chinese ambassador when he's been making his courtesy calls in Sydney. He calls on John Howard, he calls on Paul Keating, he's called on me. If I were to construct the way forward on trade, I would urge the Chinese to invite our trade minister to visit China. I've done that. I'd urge the Chinese to think about lifting the tariffs they've imposed on Australian exports. And I'd urge Australians to look at a review of the anti-dumping actions so that we can present to the Chinese a win-win when it comes to moving away from where we've got on trade in recent years.